Hello. Welcome to Punch Fear in the Face. I'm Shannon, and I ain't even scared. So, today, this is just a really quick one. I just got an inspiration, sort of last minute, hence the bathrobe and no makeup. But you know what? Who cares? So what? Who cares? All right. So, I wanted something I want to share with you, and it's actually very personal, but I think it might be helpful. Now, who has read Conversations with God by Neil Donald Welsh? It's a great book. Now, if you're, woo woo, you've probably read it. And if you're not, it's a good one to start with. So Neil was having a bad day. His family left him and he was down and out and he just sat down, started taking notes. He just started writing like, God, why? Why are you doing this to me? And then he started to write down the response. And what ensued with 4 books that are incredible. And so I do that a lot when I'm stuck. I journal. You hear that all the time, you journal. And, you get better at all of this stuff is a muscle, right? So one of the things I've noticed is I'll start writing my question or my whatever's on my mind. It's usually a question or something that's bothering me. And I start writing it down. And then the answer comes to me, my handwriting changes, right? It's interesting. It didn't it didn't occur to me until years later, because somebody else had mentioned it, that they can tell by the handwriting which spirit guide is speaking through them. I thought, "Wow," I started paying attention. So, okay, like I said, this is gonna be very personal, you guys, because I was in a fight with my husband. Now, what makes our relationship difficult. Oh, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm looking at what I wrote. I did some automatic writing or journaling, right? I just so fucking mad at him. And he's a red aura personality type, root chakra personality type. He's a builder, very logical, very judgmental, and believes none of this stuff. It's amazing that we're married. It's just one of those things. Opposites attract, I guess, but it makes it difficult, and he's very supportive. Now, there's a lot of things I've realized about my husband. He's not one to apologize, he's not one to cheer me on, but he'll do anything for me. He'll complain about it while he does it, but his love language is doing stuff. His language is actually shitty. His tone's not great sometimes, he's kinda mean, but the man is very dedicated and very loyal and very kind to me in other so it's about everybody's love language is different. So as you as a person, you have to decide who you are, know thyself. I always say that, and what you need. I thought I needed and still do need somebody that supports me and has got my back and cheers me on and you've got this and you're great and you're fine and don't worry, you're not an idiot. I don't get that from him. So that but I've talked a lot about my human design chart. That was in my human design chart that I'm not gonna get it from him. And so, just knowing that helps me accept it, right? Just work with with what you got. Because really in life you have 2 choices. You either accept it or you don't. And if you don't, you walk away. You have to walk away. I mean, those are the only two choices. I always used to say that you have 2 choices in life when it comes to, being in a relationship or not being in a relationship, right? You have those choices. So these are your 2 choices, people. You're either lonely or annoyed. You pick. Lonely or annoyed. There's no in between. So I guess I'm going with annoyed, although I don't know if I'd be lonely. I've been with my husband so long, I don't know. I mean, I'd hate to say like, "Oh, I'd be fine on my own. I wouldn't be lonely." I don't know. I do like being alone, but that's different. He's still my person. I have a person in my life. So whatever, that is to be honored and really revered and treated respectfully if possible. But marriage is hard. We know that. Okay, so here I go. I started writing. I'm gonna read this to you. Like I said, it's very personal. Um, okay. I need to remember that I'm not going to get the validation or the apology I want. I don't know what it is. He has such pride that keeps him from seeing himself. Here's the answer, different handwriting. Is it not your job to help people see their truth? Yes, but he won't hear anything from me. He's too sensitive, takes everything super personal. And that's your problem. How? Well, I live with him. So, and then let's see what I write. It's how you react. Oh, but I get so angry. Ah, see, maybe that's the lesson. Why are you so angry? Your pride? Well, maybe it's my pride. I feel that I don't deserve it. You don't. Well, what do I do? Nothing. You don't have to do anything. Just remember that you will not get validation from him. You will not get an apology. And so what? Oh, well, I give him common courtesy, kindness, as an empath, and I'm always thinking of him. He thinks of you too in his own way. His pride is not your problem, no matter what. Well, even when he's a dick? Yep. Not your monkey, not your circus. You can react in a way that is kind but honest and protect your energy. Oh, that's hard for me. And he gets on me. I get so angry. You need an apology for your pride. If you are truly okay with who you are, then nothing can touch you. You will have sympathy for those still stuck in pride. Whoa. All right. My spirit guide told me. Well, he is never really worried about me. I think he does what he does without guilt because, I think he does what he does out of guilt because deep down he knows he's a dick and that's how he apologizes. Is that enough for you? Well, I've never gotten any apologies from him, so, I don't know. I want it, but I don't know. Maybe I don't need it. Then I got resentment is the opposite of acceptance. You only resent yourself for how you handled it, how you reacted. Did you go into resentment or forgiveness? Okay, and I wrote, well, I still struggle with being impeccable with my word. I get so mad and say what I feel. And the answer, so what? Well, sometimes it's mean. Well, is it true? Yes, I think so. Is it necessary? Maybe not. But how do I process how I feel, the anger? Where does this anger come from? I feel that I'm a nice person who absolutely does not deserve to be treated that way. So don't get mad, just walk away. That'll speak louder than words. And then I wrote, okay, also, he's so judgy. He judges everything I say. Oh, this is interesting. See, I don't remember what I wrote, people. I have to go back and read it because it's not me. It's being channeled here, seriously. And you can do this too. Anybody can do this. Okay, so I say he's judgy about everything. Everything I say. And then Spirit wrote, so why say it? Well, because I like to share. Because I want to share with someone I love. You have other people you love who you can share with. Well, how sad that I need to watch what I say. Is it? Why sad? Well, because I'm a sharer. It's who I am. I want to share with him. But he doesn't care. Well, that's why I'm sad. I want him to care. I'm desperate for the kind of love I need from a partner, just not the kind of love he wants to give me. The kind of love he is capable of giving. Okay, so what he's saying, so that's the kind of love he's capable of. Sorry, it's scribbly. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, you could see it. It's just my notes here. It's very scribbly, and then it goes on. You must fill yourself. You must know this. Nobody can give you what you need. You must take that for yourself. People can give you what you don't need. You must learn not to let that get your inner energy field. Practice more cleansing. Okay. You don't have to entertain any thoughts that don't serve you. Watch your thoughts. Oh, and it's over. I guess I was done. Okay. So, but I thought that that was a really good example of journaling because when I was done, I wasn't angry anymore. I realized that it's my reaction. I realized that it was my pride that wanted an apology. I realized that his pride's his problem. I don't have to let that get onto me. Like if I'm truly happy and okay, you're right. You feel sorry for people who are stuck in pride or whatever. I just it defused the whole thing and I wasn't angry anymore. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that this morning. I don't know how it relates to punching fear in the face, but it's a great way to punch anger in the face, to sit down and do that automatic writing and journaling and just trust what comes through. It's a great way to start. So, also, I do recommend Conversations with God. It's very much like that and very helpful, very entertaining. So, that's all I have for you today, folks. I just wanted to share that with you. So if something's bothering you and you can't quite figure out what it is, just start writing. And any handwriting sloppy, just start writing. Just see what comes out. You might be really surprised. And if you are in fear, what are you scared of? Just start writing. The answers that come to you, trust them and write them down. You might be surprised. And then you might really be surprised that when you go back to read it, that you don't even remember what you were writing. I find that very fascinating. So anyway, today's nice and short and sweet, but nonetheless potentially helpful. So thank you so much. And until then, people, punch fear in the face. I'll see you next time. Namaste.